Hello, friends. We are here with QSP. I am Miss Melissa, and this is...
I am Mr. Justin.
And we're here to teach you drama. And just a reminder, drama is telling a story, working together to tell our story using our three tools of an actor. Our first tool of an actor is our body. Our second tool of an actor is our voice. And our third tool of an actor is our imagination. Our bodies, our voices, and our imaginations. We are going to go over some of the stuff that we've already learned, and then we are going to learn today about different jobs that you can have in theater that aren't actors. So there's all sorts of different jobs you can do when you're putting on a play that have nothing to do with acting. So we're going to learn some more of those. That's going to be really fun. But first, let's go over some of the stuff we've already learned. We've learned improvisation. We learned first thought, best thought, right? Remember that the first thought that you have, that's the best thing that you can go with. We learned yes and, to always say yes when we're doing improv with somebody and add to it also. We've learned about our different emotions that we can use with our characters. We learned dialogue, right? Your lines, and narration when you're telling a story. We have also learned about tableau, a frozen picture, and you use your face and your body to tell a story, but it's very, very still. And then we learned about pantomime, which is movement, and you're also not talking, so it's silent movement, and you're telling a story with that as well. And we've also learned about character voices, different parts of our body where we can have character voices. Our head voice, our nose voice, our chest voice, and our belly voice. And we're gonna learn even more stuff today. But before we do that, we have to warm up our tools of an actor to get all nice and warm and noodly. And for that, I give you Mr. Justin.
Wonderful. All right. So hello, my friends. Of course, we have to warm up our three tools of an actor. So let's get started with our body warm up. Now, I want you all to stick your hands up into the sky, get on your tippy toes and reach as high as you possibly can. And also wiggle your fingers. Give me spirit fingers. Very good. Yes, at the camera. Little spirit fingers at the camera. Very good. Send them up here. Spirit fingers up here this time. Very nice. And then lean off to the side. One side. Spirit fingers out to the side. Wonderful. Lean over to the other side. Spirit fingers out this way. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then reach behind you. Spirit fingers. Get the spirit fingers going. Wonderful. Excellent, excellent. And swing your arms back up here and drop them at the wrist like this. Very nice. Swing them off to one side. Swing them off to the other side. Have them come together. Have them talk to each other. Hello, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Oh, of course, of course. Oh, look lovely. Very nice. And shake it out. Shake it out. Very nice. Shake it all out. Shake it all out. Excellent, excellent. And go ahead and freeze. And drop this arm at the elbow, but keep reaching with this arm. Then drop this arm at the elbow, and you're going to swing it off to one side, or both sides, and then you go down and up, down and up, down and up and down. And for the next couple seconds, you have to do your best funky chicken dance. Ready, set, go, funky chicken. Chicken. Beautiful. Excellent. And now you have to go in slow motion with your funky chicken dance. Wonderful, wonderful. And freeze. You're going to drop this arm, but keep the shoulder up. You're going to drop this arm, keep the shoulder up. And now you have to do your craziest, angriest penguin dance. You're an angry penguin. So go with that. Do what you will with that. Ready, set, go. An angry penguin dance. An angry penguin dance. I'm an angry penguin. I'm doing my angry penguin dance. And freeze. Beautiful, my friends. Drop your shoulders. Excellent. Roll them backwards. Wonderful. Roll them forwards. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Now, shake it out. Just kind of get your arms down noodly. And I would love to see you all give me a lion face. Your biggest lion face. Go for it. Wonderful, wonderful. Get it nice and big. All right, good. And go back to actor neutral. And remember, actor neutral is sitting or standing, facing front, hands by your side, ready to go. Now, I want you to reach behind you in your imaginations and grab a lemon. Oh, And then repeat after me in your evil voice. You have an evil voice on. Hello, lemon.
Hello, lemon.
I'm going to eat you.
I'm going to eat you.
Wahaha.
Wahaha.
Excellent. Take a bite of the lemon. Ooh, but it is the sourest lemon you have ever tasted. Take out the lemon. Oh, and your body's got to get small and your face has got to get small too. And then repeat after me. Oh, why, lemon, why?
Why, lemon? Why?
Beautiful, my friends. I don't know. Lemons are mean. And go back to actor neutral. Go back to actor neutral. Wonderful. Now it is time to save the day with superhero. So I want you to take a big deep breath. Hands on your hips. One up in the air and repeat after me. Tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la.
Beautiful, my friends. But what's this? Over on the other side needs saving. Excellent. Stick out your hands and repeat after me. Tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la.
Beautiful, my friends. And go back to actor neutral. Go back to actor neutral. Now, you can't have a superhero without a super villain. So roll your shoulders forward. Very good. Get close to the camera. Evil, evil. Get your evil face on. Get your evil fingers to match your evil face. And repeat after me. Hee hee hee.
Hey, hey, hey.
Ho ho ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Wahaha.
Wahaha.
Excellent. Now twirl your evil mustache. Very good. If you've got an evil mustache, that's great. If you've got a beard, that's awesome too. I'm just gonna have a mustache today. A very evil mustache, though. Don't get it wrong. It's a very evil mustache. Very nice. Now get your evil animal companions. Yes, grab them. Wow. Mine is an evil anteater named Anna. Hello, Anna. Anna says hello. You're a little pet. Now, feed your anteater some nice treats. Some evil treats, though. I got some evil ants here. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Very nice. Now give your evil animal a pet and send them away. Goodbye. Goodbye, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Excellent. And go back to actor neutral, my friends. Wonderful. We have warmed up our bodies and our imaginations, but now we have to warm up our voices. And my favorite one, we're going to have to do it. So repeat after me and do as I do. Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Ka 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 ka.
Ka 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 ka.
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
Fa 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 fa.
Fa 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 fa.
Ga 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 ga.
Ga 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 ga.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ja 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 ja.
Ja 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 ja.
Ka 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 ka.
Ka 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 ka.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Ma 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 ma.
Ma 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 ma.
Na 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 na.
Na 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 na.
Pa 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 pa.
Pa 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 pa.
Ra 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 ra.
Ra 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 ra.
Sa 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 sa.
Sa 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 sa.
Ta 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 ta.
Ta 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 ta.
Va 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 va.
Va 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 va.
Whoa 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 whoa.
Wa 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 wa.
Ya 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 ya.
Ya 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 ya.
Za 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 za.
Za 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 za.
Wonderful, my friends. Give yourselves a silent round of applause. Beautiful, beautiful job. Excellent. So I think we got to move into our next conversation. It's going to be a little bit of a conversation, so sit tight with me. But we're going to be talking about these other jobs that you can do in the theater besides acting. and they all sort of work together to put on a play. Because if you just have the actors, you don't have any costumes, you don't have a set, a place to act, or any cool places to act. You don't have any props or anything like that. And so we're going to talk about some of these really, really awesome jobs that you could potentially look at if you want to go into the theater, but you're like, acting might not be my thing. And so some of these jobs, one of them is called the lighting designer. And so go ahead and say that. I'll say it and then repeat it back to me. A lighting designer.
Lighting designer.
Beautiful. So this lighting designer is the person who is going to be lighting the entire show and using the different lights that are hanging in the ceiling and bringing those lights in and making sure that the actors are lit and the stage is lit. And so when audiences come to see, they're not, actors aren't performing in the dark, because that's not cool. It's, well, you can do that, but it's one of those things. It's one of those things. But so the lighting designer helps with lighting the stage to make sure that the actors and the set is seen by the audience, which is super, super cool. And yeah, we'll keep moving on. We've got our sound designer. So repeat after me: sound designer.
Sound designer.
Now, the sound designer is just focused on all the different noises, or all the different, or also the mics and that the actors are using, and all of the different sounds that are being used in the show. Like, so if we're talking about music, for you thinking about like a musical, like the sound designer also helps with that. There's also, the different sound effects. So like if a door opens, there's got to be a sound effect with that. There's got to be some like ambient music, some music in the background. That's what the sound designer's job is. And it's to help create the world of the play through sound, and helping the actors kind of get into that world of the play as well. And so that's what the sound designer does. And so they think about any cool sound effects that might be awesome to use to help bring the world of the play alive. So we'll keep moving, but that is what the sound designer does. Excellent. And we're going to keep going on. And next, we have a props designer. So repeat after me: props designer.
Props designer.
Excellent. So the props designer, or the props master as well, is in charge of all the things that the actors are actually carrying or using in the play. And so it doesn't have to do with any of the furniture or anything like that. If an actor, if it's a big battle scene and actors or actresses have swords and shields, the props designer, their job is to go out and look and find those swords and shields and bring them, and making sure that the actors have them and they're ready to use them. But the props can also be cups or pieces of food if there's like a dinner scene or anything like that. So that's what the props designer, and so when you're thinking about it, the props designer helps bring actors into the world as well, with using the different items that might be mentioned in the script. And so there was one, I was actually part of a show, and our props designer was really, really cool because they brought in popcorn. And so we got to make popcorn for this really, really fun show. And we got to like throw the popcorn everywhere, and it was lots of fun. And so the props master helped us finding the right popcorn and using that and making sure that it's ready to go, which is excellent. So, and the last one that I will be talking about is the stage manager. So now repeat after me: stage manager.
Stage manager.
So, as Miss Melissa says, the stage manager is the boss. You might think the director is the boss. No, 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 no. The stage manager is the boss, because the stage manager's job is to make sure that the actors are always ready to go, making sure that they are in their places, making sure that they know what's going on, and as well as on the other side, they're also making sure that the director stays on task, because the director can go off and go on different tangents and can talk a lot and go in different places. But the stage manager's job is to be like, okay, let's bring it back and kind of make sure that we're still keeping on track. And then also there's a very, very important couple days, or a couple days in theater called tech. And so tech is where you bring all of these elements, so the sound elements, the lighting elements, all together, and bring in the props as well. You bring all of these elements in, to connect, make sure that the whole show is coming together on tech, during tech days or tech week, and the stage manager is in charge of all of that. And so she's making sure, or he's making sure, that that the actors are in their places, the sound is working, the lights are working. We're making sure that the director isn't giving too many notes, because that's not the director's day. The tech day is all about the tech designers. And that is what the stage manager does. So I know it was a lot of talking. There's a lot of things going on. But our four that I talked about, we're going to repeat them back to me, is the lighting designer. Go ahead and say that.
Lighting designer.
Beautiful. We have our sound designer. Go ahead and say that.
Sound designer.
Beautiful. We have our props masters.
Props masters.
Props designers, that too. And our last one is the stage manager.
Stage manager.
Excellent. Or the boss. So those are the four that I am talking about. Miss Melissa, am I missing anything? I think that's.
No. The only thing that I would say is the stage manager also keeps everybody safe. So it's really important to always keep an ear out for them and listen to them, because their job is also to keep everybody safe and everybody where they're supposed to be. Okay, great, friends. So now, I will be needing host abilities so that I can share my screen, if that is okay, because I will be talking to you about some other designers. I'm going to be talking to you about costume design and set design. So costume design is anything that the actors wear. Whatever the actors wear, that is a costume. Now, Mr. Justin talked to you about props. So this can get a little bit tricky, because costumes can be props as well. So if it is something that you are wearing as an actor and it is clothes, that is your costume. If it is clothes that nobody wears and that's just in a closet or on the floor or on a bed, it's still clothes, but that is a prop. So a prop is if they lift it up or they use it or it's around, but they don't wear it. If you're wearing it, then it is a costume design. Okay, so, good. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you folks, and I'm gonna share some costumes. All right, so these are costumes from a play called Frozen. I don't know if some of you know that play, but it was a movie and they made it into a play. So the costume designer's job was to take whatever they saw in the movie and make it so that actors could wear it on stage. And this is what they came up with, these characters right here. And then we also have another play. This one's really cool. So The Lion King is a play on Broadway that was also made from a movie, but they had to figure out how to take animals and make them into costumes. So they used a lot of masks, they used a lot of paint, and they also used puppets to make these costumes. So I have a couple of different costumes from The Lion King so you guys can see, because they're very cool. See how they have paint and they have clothes and they have puppets right up here, which is very cool. And this is all part of the costume. Then I'm going to show you one more.
Oh, cool.
There we go. So these are costumes with puppets on them as well. And these are humans that are on stilts, and that's all part of the costume design too. So the costume designer designs whatever the people are wearing. So I want you to think about what that would mean for our story. Our name is a song, right? Think about the characters in our story. We have the little girl, we have the students, we have the teacher, we have mama, and then we have all the people on the street that she sees. We have the street musicians, right? We have the people in the car. We have all of those people. Everyone that's on stage needs a costume. So if you were the costume designer for our play, Your Name is a Song, what would you put the actors in? I want you to think about that. And I also want to talk about set design. So set and props are another thing that can be a little bit tricky because as Mr. Justin was saying about the cups, right? So a set is furniture and it is where you are, right? When we think about where it takes place, the setting, right? If it takes place in a house and you are in the kitchen, you are at the dinner table, the table would be the set, but all the dishes on top of the table would be props. So the chair and the table are the set, and then like the fork and the cup is the prop. So it can get a little tricky, but really think about where it takes place is the set, and then what they're using is the props, right? And the set and the costumes can also, when we talk about like the 5 W's, the costumes can tell you when something takes place, right? If it takes place in the future or in the present or in the past, the costumes will really be able to tell you when it takes place. And all right, let's go to set. So for our play, Your Name is a Song, it takes place in a couple of different places. So the first place that it takes place is a street. And when I did this with some of my other students, they decided, because of all of the people that were in the street, that this took place in a city. So we looked up pictures that were cities, and we decided that this was probably something where it took place with all of the high buildings and all of the people on the street. So we decided that this was a set design that they could take inspiration from. They did say we're missing the street performers, but we can always add those in with actors, right? They also said that this took place in a classroom. And so we looked at this picture, which has a lot of things that they recognize from their classroom, like a rug, and then the alphabet up there, and the board and a teacher, right? That's what they said that they were. That's all part of the set design. It also said that it took place at recess. And so we looked at this and we thought, this is what we wanted our set to look like as well. It's coming. We wanted it to look like a playground, right? With cement and things painted on the floor. They said hopscotch. We don't really see hopscotch here, but this is something that we can be inspired by, right? Something like this. Great. And so that is the set designs that they came up with from searches they did on the internet, which is something that you can use as a set designer for inspiration. You could definitely use your computer and look for pictures that will inspire you how you are going to do your set design. So now what I want you to do is, you saw some set design pictures. I want you to draw a picture of your costume design for Your Name is a Song. So we saw costume designs for Lion King and Frozen. What would you have our characters wear? And remember, our characters are the little girl, the mama, all of the kids in her class, and the teacher. Also, all of the people on the street, they all need costumes too. So you choose 3 characters. I want you to choose 3 characters and give me 3 costume designs, right? You're gonna draw them out. It doesn't have to be beautiful or perfect. I know sometimes people say, I can only draw stick figures. I can only draw stick figures, so I understand. That's okay, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for colors, right? What colors do you want to use? We're looking for style, like do you want to put them in a skirt, in pants, in a long sleeve jacket, in a short sleeve thing, it's whatever you want. So I want you to take a piece of paper, I want you to take something to draw with, and I want you to choose 3 characters and give me a costume design for each of those characters. Okay, and then you are now costume designers. Congratulations, folks. All right, thank you so much. We will see you next week, and have a great day. Thank you.